Have you ever found yourself at gatherings that left you feeling drained, stressed, or disconnected, only to question why you even went in the first place? As we grow older, our priorities shift, and events that once seemed necessary may no longer serve our well-being. In this video, I'll be sharing the types of gatherings you should consider avoiding as you age, gatherings that may be depleting your energy, creating unnecessary stress, or leaving you feeling unfulfilled. By learning which events to step back from, you'll discover how to protect your peace, health, and overall happiness. Stick around until the end, because these insights could help you reclaim your time and energy, allowing you to focus on the relationships and moments that truly matter, leading to a more balanced and meaningful life. Before we begin, I'd greatly appreciate it if you could like this video. Your support helps me continue to spread these valuable lessons on aging. If you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you do so and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video. Also, if you like this video, please comment 1 below. If you don't, leave a 0 so I can improve and make better content for you. Now let's dive in. The first type of gathering to intentionally avoid is the destructive cycle of negative gossip. These gatherings often revolve around tearing others down, spreading rumors, or focusing on the flaws and shortcomings of individuals, rather than fostering a supportive, uplifting environment. Conversations in these settings tend to revolve around what's wrong with others, or what they could have done differently, creating an atmosphere of judgment, distrust, and negativity. Gossip thrives where people feel the need to discuss the lives, actions, or circumstances of others in a critical and dismissive way. Unfortunately, this only deepens divisions and reinforces harmful stereotypes, leaving everyone involved feeling disconnected, uncertain, and emotionally drained. As we age, our priorities naturally shift toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Wisdom and maturity encourage us to move beyond shallow, surface-level interactions that revolve around judgment and critique. Instead, we seek deeper connections that promote understanding, empathy, and mutual respect. Negative gossip has no place in a life focused on growth, peace, and personal development. It not only damages relationships but also undermines the potential for meaningful connection and emotional well-being. In truth, gossip rarely offers lasting value. It provides only temporary satisfaction at the expense of others. Choosing to disengage from gossip circles isn't about avoiding difficult conversations or ignoring life's complexities. It's about prioritizing conversations that uplift, inspire, and contribute to a healthier, more positive environment. We should celebrate the strengths, achievements, and journeys of others, rather than focus on their weaknesses or mistakes. By shifting our attention away from criticism and judgment, we make space for empathy, understanding, and genuine connection. A life built on peace and wisdom flourishes in the absence of toxic gossip. When we surround ourselves with people who uplift rather than tear down, we cultivate a sense of belonging and mutual support, enhancing our emotional well-being. Authentic relationships thrive in honesty and respect, not in the shadows of gossip. Therefore, consciously choosing to avoid negative gossip circles paves the way for a life filled with deeper, more meaningful connections, contributing to our personal growth and overall sense of fulfillment. The second gathering type to reconsider is high-stress family events. Family is one of the most cherished aspects of life, offering love, support, and a sense of belonging. However, not every family gathering positively contributes to your well-being. Some can become sources of stress due to unresolved conflicts, underlying tensions, or even outright disagreements. These gatherings may leave you feeling anxious, overwhelmed, or emotionally drained, especially when such dynamics are repeated regularly. It's essential to recognize that your mental health should take precedence over any sense of obligation to attend stressful family events. Your well-being isn't secondary to maintaining family traditions or attending gatherings that leave you feeling drained. Recognizing this doesn't mean you're neglecting your family, but rather practicing self-care. Stepping back from high-stress family events doesn't equate to cutting ties or losing connection with loved ones. It's about creating space for healthier interactions. Consider spending time with family in smaller, more intimate settings where meaningful, deeper conversations are possible. These one-on-one interactions often foster stronger connections and a greater sense of understanding, free from the heightened emotions and potential conflicts that arise in large gatherings. By opting for smaller, more manageable events, you allow yourself to show up in a more authentic, peaceful way. These gatherings provide the opportunity for deeper conversation, shared laughter, and genuine moments of connection. You can strengthen bonds without the distractions or stress that often accompany larger family events. It's also important to remember that prioritizing your mental health doesn't mean turning your back on family. Instead, it's about nurturing relationships in a way that respects both your needs and theirs. By establishing boundaries, you create space for healthier dynamics, ensuring that family connections remain supportive and nurturing. In the end, stepping back from high-stress family events allows you to show up as your best self, not only for your own well-being, but also for those you care about. It's a balance between honoring your health and maintaining meaningful relationships, allowing you to stay grounded and present in your family life. If you found these lessons valuable and you're still watching this video, please comment one below to let me know you're with me. Thank you for your time and attention. As we age, our bodies undergo natural changes, and that's perfectly normal. What may have once felt effortless, like attending all-day events, navigating crowded festivals, or engaging in physically demanding activities, can become increasingly taxing. These experiences, though enjoyable in the past, can take a heavier toll on our energy and overall well-being. The fatigue and exhaustion that follow may not always be worth the temporary moments of excitement or enjoyment. As we grow older, our physical capabilities evolve. This doesn't mean we're less capable. Rather, it means our bodies require more mindful attention and care. Trying to keep up with the pace of activities that once felt natural can lead to overexertion, leaving you feeling drained and less fulfilled afterward. Crowded environments, long hours on your feet, or trying to stay active for extended periods may push your limits beyond what's comfortable. It's important to recognize and respect these limits. Overexertion can lead to physical discomfort, increased fatigue, and an overall diminished sense of enjoyment. Instead of striving to participate in every event, focus on what feels manageable and enjoyable for you. Prioritize activities that allow for rest, fewer crowds, and the ability to move at a pace that aligns with your current physical condition. Listening to your body is essential. Take note of any signs of fatigue, discomfort, or physical strain, and adjust your plans accordingly. Choosing events that align with your energy levels ensures a greater sense of fulfillment. Whether it means shorter, more relaxed outings, nature walks, or activities that allow for breaks, these choices help preserve your energy and foster a more balanced experience. By honoring your body's limits, you create space to enjoy life's moments more deeply without feeling drained. It's not about reducing your social life or activities, but rather embracing adjustments that allow you to engage in ways that feel nourishing and enjoyable. Overly formal gatherings often come with a sense of obligation rather than genuine enjoyment. In these settings, there tends to be a strong emphasis on maintaining a certain level of decorum, structure, and social expectations. These gatherings often lack the warmth, authenticity, and personal connection that contribute to meaningful interactions. You may find yourself in environments where you feel out of place, uncomfortable, or unappreciated, which can lead to feelings of isolation and disconnection. Formal events often prioritize appearance, status, and maintaining a specific image rather than fostering genuine relationships. Conversations usually revolve around surface-level topics such as small talk or social pleasantries, which can feel hollow and uninspiring. The rigid structure and formal expectations can create an atmosphere where it's hard to truly be yourself, making it difficult to form meaningful connections with others. This can leave you feeling detached, yearning for a more authentic experience. If you find yourself dreading these types of events, stressed by rigid expectations, or constantly longing for something more relaxed, it's perfectly fine to decline such invitations. The truth is, there is no obligation to attend gatherings where you feel disconnected or uncomfortable. By setting boundaries and prioritizing events that align more closely with your values and comfort, you create space where genuine connections are more likely to flourish. Choosing to step away from overly formal gatherings doesn't mean avoiding social interaction entirely. It simply reflects a deeper understanding of what truly enriches your life and what drains your energy. More casual, informal gatherings tend to foster a sense of openness and ease, where conversations flow naturally and people feel more at ease to be themselves. When you prioritize events that feel welcoming and inclusive, you're more likely to engage in meaningful conversations and build relationships that feel genuine and fulfilling. Trusting your intuition and making choices that support your well-being helps create a life where you can engage in social settings that nurture your spirit and bring joy. Authentic connections are built on mutual respect, understanding, and a shared sense of ease. By honoring your preferences and values, you create space for relationships that enrich your life, rather than drain your energy. Gatherings focused on excessive drinking or indulgence often create an environment that can be both physically and emotionally harmful. These events typically revolve around heavy consumption of alcohol or other substances, which not only pose risks to physical health, but also contribute to feelings of disconnection and isolation. The focus on indulgence often overshadows the potential for meaningful interactions, leading to encounters that are superficial and driven by short-term pleasures rather than deeper, lasting connections. The energy in these gatherings is rooted in temporary highs and fleeting enjoyment, leaving individuals feeling drained, disconnected, and often unsatisfied once the immediate effects wear off. The physical repercussions of such gatherings are concerning. Overindulgence in alcohol or substances can result in fatigue, impaired judgment, and discomfort, creating a cycle that fosters regret and distance from well-being. The temptation to seek immediate gratification can be strong, especially when social pressures encourage participation. However, these choices often lead to feelings of emptiness rather than fulfillment. Moreover, those who prioritize a more balanced and mindful lifestyle may find themselves out of sync with the majority of attendees, leading to further feelings of isolation and disconnection. The desire to belong and connect with others is often met with superficial companionship that fails to provide lasting fulfillment, leaving individuals questioning the value of their time and energy spent in such environments. If you are still watching this video and finding these lessons useful, please comment 2 below to let me know that you're still with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Gatherings centered around indulgence often fail to foster growth or meaningful connections, despite their initial allure. When people engage in excessive drinking or other forms of indulgence, they often become consumed by short-term desires rather than focusing on long-term well-being. These gatherings, fueled by alcohol or substances, tend to create shallow conversations where the focus is on immediate pleasure, not deeper discussions about values, purpose, or personal growth. As a result, individuals may find themselves feeling disconnected from both their surroundings and themselves, struggling to engage in conversations that extend beyond surface-level topics. The lingering discomfort after such events, fatigue, guilt, or regret, reinforces the idea that these gatherings fail to provide lasting satisfaction, leaving people questioning the authenticity of the connections they formed. Instead of immersing oneself in environments focused on excessive indulgence, it's far more beneficial to seek out gatherings that encourage well-being, self-care, and balance. Events that promote mindfulness, community engagement, and shared experiences rooted in self-awareness and personal development foster an environment for authentic connection and meaningful interaction. Activities such as group walks, nature retreats, wellness workshops, or community-centered events that emphasize personal growth create opportunities for deeper bonds while also promoting overall well-being. These gatherings encourage people to connect in ways that feel genuine and grounded, rather than driven by fleeting pleasures. By choosing to engage in gatherings that emphasize well-being, individuals are more likely to form nourishing and uplifting relationships, providing a sense of purpose and fulfillment not tied to temporary highs or indulgence. These events allow for reflection, growth, and sharing meaningful experiences, leading to long-term personal growth and joy. In contrast to the emptiness often left by indulgent gatherings, these experiences offer lasting satisfaction, rooted in authenticity, self-awareness, and a commitment to fostering deeper connections. Drama-filled reunions can often become much more than simple gatherings of family or friends. They have the potential to transform into battlegrounds of unresolved conflicts, old tensions, and emotional comparisons. These events frequently bring out behaviors rooted in the past, whether it's judgment, competition, or the resurgence of old rivalries. The pressure to conform to roles or expectations that no longer apply can leave you feeling inadequate, frustrated, or even disappointed. Even if you've made significant personal growth, reunions can bring you back to a time when those changes weren't recognized or acknowledged by others. One of the most challenging aspects of these gatherings is the tendency to fall back into old patterns of comparison. Whether comparing career achievements, life milestones, or personal development, the atmosphere often feels like a competition, leading you to question your worth or progress. This desire to measure up to others' lives or standards can create unnecessary stress and emotional strain, making it easy to feel judged or as though you're not meeting the expectations of those around you. This becomes particularly difficult if you've evolved in ways that others may not fully understand. Additionally, reunions often stir up unresolved family dynamics. Old tensions, long-standing disagreements, or unspoken issues can bubble to the surface, whether due to past misunderstandings, unresolved conflicts, or the need to prove your worth. These situations can evoke strong emotions that are difficult to manage. People often revert to familiar roles from the past, roles that no longer fit who you are now, leaving you feeling disconnected, frustrated, or even hurt if others continue to view you through the lens of who you used to be. Attending such gatherings often comes with a sense of obligation or expectation to act a certain way or fulfill a particular role, leading to unnecessary stress as you feel compelled to justify your choices, lifestyle, or personal growth to those who may not fully appreciate or acknowledge your journey. Even if surrounded by loved ones, the emotional energy required to engage in these situations can be draining, especially when those around you are unaware or unwilling to see you for who you are now. Choosing to step back from drama-filled reunions protects your emotional well-being and preserves your peace. By removing yourself from such environments, you can focus on your growth, healing, and relationships that bring genuine joy. You don't need to prove your worth or justify your journey to anyone. Your peace and well-being are far more important than engaging in gatherings that stir up unnecessary anxiety or distress. Stepping back doesn't mean cutting ties entirely, as reunions can still hold value in reconnecting with loved ones. However, if they consistently create emotional turmoil, it's crucial to weigh whether the stress is worth the potential rewards. By setting boundaries, you grant yourself the freedom to prioritize what truly matters: your growth, happiness, and peace of mind. Sometimes stepping back and giving yourself space allows others to appreciate who you are from a healthier, clearer perspective. Ultimately, you have the right to protect your emotional health while still nurturing the meaningful connections in your life. Obligatory gatherings without connection can leave you feeling disconnected, drained, and unfulfilled. While it's natural to want to spend time with others, especially in social settings, these events often lack a genuine bond or meaningful engagement, leaving the experience feeling hollow. Such gatherings typically arise from societal expectations, family obligations, or the pressure to maintain relationships that no longer resonate with us. These events might include family reunions, corporate meetings, or community events that hold little relevance to your life. In these settings, you may find yourself physically present, surrounded by people yet emotionally distant. The conversations often remain shallow and superficial, devoid of authentic connection, which leaves you with a lingering sense of emptiness rather than fulfillment. When attending these types of gatherings, it can feel as though you're fulfilling a duty rather than genuinely engaging with those around you. The energy you invest in these events could be better spent on relationships and activities that nourish your soul, where mutual understanding, respect, and emotional connection exist. It's important to recognize that our time is one of the most precious resources we have. By investing in experiences and relationships that don't bring joy or meaning, we limit our potential for growth and connection. Focusing on activities aligned with our values, passions, and purpose leads to deeper, more satisfying relationships. Letting go of gatherings that no longer serve us doesn't mean neglecting responsibilities. It means making conscious choices about how we allocate our energy. Prioritizing events that foster genuine connections creates space for meaningful interactions. By shifting our focus toward cultivating authentic relationships with family, friends, or colleagues, we experience a greater sense of belonging and purpose. These relationships provide the support, understanding, and encouragement that obligatory gatherings often cannot, enriching our lives in ways that matter. By doing so, we create a sense of peace, joy, and fulfillment, surrounding ourselves with people who truly matter. If you're still watching and finding these lessons useful, please comment number 3 below to let me know you're still with me. Thank you for your valuable time. Boundaries are fundamental for maintaining your emotional, mental, and even physical well-being. They act as essential safeguards, helping you distinguish between what feels comfortable and what feels overwhelming or harmful. However, there are times when gatherings, whether social, professional, or family-related, fail to respect these boundaries, pushing you into situations that feel unsafe, uncomfortable, or emotionally taxing. These events may include environments that are overcrowded, loud, or chaotic, where personal space is disregarded and your needs are overlooked. They could also involve interactions with people who are dismissive or inconsiderate of your limits, leaving you feeling drained, undervalued, and disconnected. In such moments, it becomes crucial to recognize that your energy and emotional well-being are finite resources that require careful management. As you progress through life's later stages, the importance of self-care only grows. The time you have is limited, and your energy is invaluable. Prioritizing environments that nurture your well-being becomes increasingly essential as you seek a life of peace, fulfillment, and purpose. The gatherings you choose to engage with should align with your values, uplift your spirit, and inspire personal growth. They should foster connections that are enriching and supportive, rather than draining and depleting. By honoring your boundaries and stepping away from environments that do not respect your needs, you create space for more meaningful experiences that contribute to your overall well-being. Life is far too short to waste energy on situations that do not nurture your peace or sense of purpose. Instead, focus on surrounding yourself with people and events that bring joy, authenticity, and purpose into your life. Protecting your peace is not a luxury. It is a necessity for living a balanced and fulfilling life. Prioritizing environments that align with your values and boundaries helps cultivate deeper connections and a greater sense of self-awareness. In the end, the energy you conserve by honoring your boundaries becomes a powerful tool for fostering a more meaningful and satisfying existence. Thank you for watching. What is one key insight you've gained so far that has stood out to you? I'd love to hear how these lessons have impacted your perspective. Please comment below and share one thing you've learned and how you plan to apply it in your life. If you found this video helpful, please leave a comment and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more valuable content like this. Together, let's continue creating a life filled with peace, purpose, and meaningful connections. Until next time, take care of yourself and stay at peace.